Very good morning to dear students. In this class, we are learning about the control flow testing. Outline of this chapter, basic idea about control flow testing, outline of control flow testing, control flow graph CFG, paths in control flow graph, path selection criteria, generating test input, containing infeasible paths summary. In this, we covered half of the topics of this chapter in this lecture. Basic idea about the control flow testing. Two kinds of basic program statements. The first one is the assignment statement x equals to 2y. Conditional statements if, for, while. So conditional statements, assignment statements. Control flow is successive execution of program statements is viewed as flow of control. The statement 1 executed, next statement 2, next statement 3. Successive execution of program statements is viewed as flow of control. Conditional statements alter the default flow. Program path. A program path is a sequence of statements from entry to exit. From entry point to exit point, the sequence of statement is program path. There can be a large number of paths in a program. There is an input, expected output pair for each path. So there can be a large number of paths in a program. More paths. There is an input, expected output pair for each path. Executing a path requires invoking the program unit with the right test input. So, a path requires invoking the program unit with the right test input. Paths are chosen by using the concepts of path selection criteria. The selection criteria may be different to one path to another path. So, using the concepts of path selection criteria, paths are chosen. Tools automatically generate test inputs from program paths. So from program paths automatically generate test inputs. Outline of control flow. This is the diagrammatic presentation of the control flow testing. You may clearly observe whatever the PPT is sent to you. You can observe clearly. Here also I try my level best. Path selection criteria. This is the program unit inputs. Here, draw a data flow graph, control flow graph, selection paths, selected paths, generate test input data, or the selected paths feasible. It's executed or it's possible. Yes, test input data. That is the output. Otherwise, no. Select another path. And process of generating test input data. The process of generating test input data from control flow testing. This is the diagrammatic presentation. You observe in the PPT more clearly. Outline of control flow testing. Here, inputs to the test generation process. Source code, path selection criteria, statement or branch. So, inputs to the test generation process and generation of control flow graph CFG. A CFG is a graphical presentation of a program unit. Compilers are modified to produce CFGs. Selection of paths. Enough entry or exit paths are selected to satisfy path selection criteria. Generation of test input data. Two kinds of paths. Executable paths, infeasible paths. There exists input so that the path is executed. There is no input to execute the path. So two types of paths. Solve the path conditions to produce test input for each path. So here the important points we remembered in control flow testing. The inputs to the test generation process, generation of CFG, selection of paths, generation of test input data, two kinds of paths, executable paths, infeasible paths. Solve the path conditions to produce test input for each path. Control flow graph. Symbols in a control flow graph. Symbols in control flow graph. So, The sequential computation, decision point, merge point. Already we understand the symbols used. This is the computation or assignment statement. This is the true or false. It is the conditional statements, merge points. These are the symbols used in the control flow graph. And control flow graph. Here we take the program code, open files. Here 3 or file pointers, FPTR1, FPTR2, FPTR3. This function tries to open files file 1, file 2 and file 3 for read access and return the number of files successfully opened. The file pointers of the open files are put in the global variables. I equals to 1, FPTR1 equals to fopen, file 1 read mode is not equals to null, that is the and I plus plus end of 0 or FPT or the same statement is not equals to null, I plus plus end of 0 and here is not equals to null and is a incremental I plus plus return. This is the programming or code part of the program. For that we are writing a high level CFG representation of open files. Here I equals to 0 entry point if condition return I is the exit point if it is the true statement. So bidirectional statements, if statement is used whether it is the true or false. So here the representation of the open files is a more picture and you have to observe. If we understand the half of the part of the program, automatically we can write another 2 parts. Why? Because FPTR1 is not equals to null. Here FPTR2 is not equals to null. FPTR3 is not equals to null. If we understand this part, automatically we can write the 2 parts. So I equals to 1, FPTR fopen file 1 read mode is not equals to null. If it is the true, I equals to I plus plus. Here is the false. We have to write again another statements. Same FPTR code. We observe that clearly. FPTR 2 is not equals to null. FPTR 3 is not equals to null. Here the again statements true and statement false and null statement. Here true it is I is incremented. So these the 3 or the programming logical parts can be connected and the statement numbers assigning from 1 to 6 here and here. Okay, 8 to maybe 13 from the second part and 14 to and 21 are the 3 parts. And the file open programming part has the 3 pointers FPTR1, FPTR3. So approximately 7 statements for 1. So 3 into 7, 21 statements representation. A detailed CFG representation of open files. If we understand one CFG, automatically we can write any number of CFG for other programs also. You should practice this flowchart. Why? Because if we this understand, next chapter also will continuation of this flow graph. That is the data flow graph. So it's also depending on the CFG. So control flow graph. So example code return average. Another flow graph. Public static double return average is a open files is the first example. Second one is the return average. Return average computes the average of all those numbers in the input array. The maximum size of the array is AS, but the array size is could be smaller than AS, in which case the end of input is represented by minus 999. So here the statements int I, ti, tv, sum or the variable integer variable declarations. Double AV is the declaration part. I equals to 0, ti equals to 0, tv equals to 0, sum equals to 0. These 4 variables are assigned to 0. while t of I is less than a as the maximum size of the array, and value of I is not equals to minus 999, and ti plus plus if value of I is greater than or equals to min, and value of I is less than or equals to max tv plus plus sum equals to sum plus value of I plus plus, and if tv is greater than 0, av equals to sum by tv converted into double typecasting, else double minus 999. So return av. That is the returning value of the av. We are writing a function to compute the average of selected integers in an array. If you may difficult in following this video, the programming code or the control flow graph, I already sent it to you all the PPTs of this chapter, so you can write it on the paper with the programming logic. Next, continuation of the control flow graph. For this second example, average computation, we are drawing this control flow graph. This is the initial values and the variable declarations. The second statement is the assignment statement. The third statement is the conditional statements. This is the true or false. If false, what happens? If true, what happens? If true, the value of I is compared again to not equals to minus 99 or not. It is true, it is incremented. Again the condition, another condition is checked. If it is true, another condition of value of I is less than equals to max. If it is true, tv plus plus sum equals to sum plus value, the value is returned. If false, what happens? Similarly, in this statement also, if this condition is wait a minute. Wait. 11th slide. If this condition is false, the comparison statement tv is greater than 0. If it is true, av equals to sum by tv. If it is false, av equals to minus 99. It is the return value. So the two flow graphs you must practice. The first one is the file open program logic, and the second one is computation of average. CFG, representation of return average. Next one, path in a control flow graph. So from the diagrams, if we understand path 1, 2, 3, f, the numbering of the statements, if we observe that 1, 2, 3 false, then after 10 true, and 12, 13. So you remember that first path 1, 2, 3, 10, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 10, 12, 13. You observe this diagram again. 1, then after 2, then after 3, and then after 10, then after 10, then after 12, then after 13. So this is the statement. If it is false, we come to this side, and 10 it is true, we come to 12, and again we come to return statement 13. So the path 1, 2, 3, 10, 12, 13. Similarly, we observe another paths also. 1, 2, 3 false. What happens? 10 false, 11, 13. And third path 3. 1, 2, 3 true. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. You observe the path, and if you have doubt, you may ask me in whatever the media or WhatsApp or whatever you like. You can ask the question. Path 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If you understand the control flow graph well, you can easily write. Otherwise, at least you write the path 1 and path 2. Next, path selection criteria. Which criteria we used for selection of the path? Program paths are selectively executed. Question: what paths do I select for testing? It's the question. Concept of path selection criteria is used to answer the question. Advantages of selection paths based on defined criteria. Ensure that all program constructs are executed at least once. Every program construct at least executed once, you make it sure. Repeated selection of the same path is avoided. One can easily identify what features have been tested and what not. So the 3 points you remember that all program constructs executed at least once. Repeated selection of the same path avoided. One can easily identify what features have been tested and what not tested. Path selection criteria. Select all paths. Select paths to achieve complete statement coverage. Select paths to achieve complete branch coverage, and select paths to achieve predicate coverage. So the 4 categories. The first one is select all paths. Second one is select paths to achieve complete statement coverage. The third one is complete branch coverage, achieve predicate coverage. All paths, complete statement coverage, complete branch coverage, predicate coverage. Path selection criteria, we take it that here all path coverage criteria. Select all paths in the program and unit under consideration. In the open files unit has 25 plus paths. If you understand or carefully observe the control flow graph of the open files units, we observe that the input domain of open files. Here existence of file 1, existence of file 2, existence of file 3, we observe that here the open file units has 25 plus paths, and from the file to file 1 and file 2 to file 3 and file 1 to file 2, here we observe that file 1 to file 2 we have selecting all the inputs will exercise all program paths. Here inputs and paths in open files. Already we understand that in that here input we are taking from the path. Here we are first 3 paths we are taking, and the inputs are no. You have to observe that you have to observe that the table inputs and paths in open files. This is the input domain representation, 25 plus paths, and this is the inputs and paths in open files. So by the 15th slide we stop here. From the 16th slide we'll continue in the next class. Thank you for patience.